Good evening and welcome to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry here on the Mighty Loading Radio Live Video Entertainment Network. My name is Ian Horner and joining me this week is...
My name is Heather Deary. I will be your co-host tonight.
Wow. How do we turn that Heather off? Not a robot.
I could do my smile phone voice that I used to do.
Oh God.
Which nobody really wants.
Please no. Well, today we are... Actually, you know what? I would love to hear that. But first, let's explain what we're doing tonight on the show. And we are doing Japanese curry, which is something that I have done many times from a package, but not from scratch. And I'm really excited to get into this to see how it goes and how it compares taste-wise.
And when you say from scratch, you mean the roux as well.
Oh yeah, I mean
everything.
Like, look at our bountiful spread.
You grew these.
I grew, yes.
Yes, cool.
If you want to make curry from scratch, first you must invade Japan.
How's that?
It's going to be a long process.
Okay.
Yeah. First we have to catch up with the West, and then we have to overtake the West. But first we have to stop being the West. It's going to be very difficult.
I have a plan later that I need to tell you about where I'm going to take over Nintendo. So
Offline.
Offline.
Yeah. TM.
Yeah.
For
DA.
So yeah, as we said before the short break, as we've been having some technical difficulties, we've made curry ourselves. You were saying you've tried to make?
Well, making the roux, we've had some attempts we've made at home where it just didn't come out as good or even as thick as the packaged roux. So we stopped doing that after I think our 6th attempt.
I'm very interested to see if that will happen here then.
I hope not. I really want to find a solution to this.
Me too. I want good curry. For those of you who are following along at home, if you want to check out the recipe, it's from the Food Lab on Serious Eats. I tweeted it earlier today at twitter.com/ihorner. You can find it there, or Corvus has just posted it in the chat. And yeah, why don't we bring it up and let's quickly go through the recipe and just see what we need here on our list.
Yeah, food recipes are always a good idea to read all the way through on, because eventually they sometimes don't tell you the ingredient list.
Yeah. So much like Kathleen, I've gone ahead and gone into Bulk Barn, and pro tip, you can smuggle your own measuring spoons in there, and it makes it much easier to get the amount you want. So we need 2 tablespoons of coriander seed.
Oh.
1
I
tablespoon.
knew Corey was going to be here tonight.
Yep. She's also on the board, which is good. Number 2 is 1 tablespoon of whole cumin seed, which is around here somewhere. This is the cumin right here. Hello.
It's hard to see it. There
we go.
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of, or it's 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of fenugreek, which I only recently found out has a very slight maple odor to it, which is what was responsible for New York apparently smelling like maple syrup for a while. There is also 2.5 tablespoons of cardamom seeds.
This one.
For those. 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns, which are right here.
They're the black ones.
Yeah. If you haven't seen a peppercorn, I'm very sorry.
Pepper's not that great.
A 1/2 teaspoon of fennel seeds, which I already have. A 2-inch piece of cinnamon stick, which we're going to grind down.
Fun thing to do to your hot chocolate, by the way.
Ooh, that would be nice. 3 cloves, no more, no less. And 1/2 of a star anise pod. I bought 2 just so I wasn't just paying literally for the bag. And 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder for some slight heat, depending on how much you like. And 2 tablespoons of ground turmeric, which is very yellow. You don't want that. And then a pinch of fresh grated nutmeg. Now, before we do anything else, we need some rice, because that's half of the equation, is the curry and the rice.
I see you've got your rice cooker
up.
And
Brought the rice cooker, the little trusty Jazzberry from Panasonic, from Toshiba. Yes, the Toshiba Jazzberry. Other rice cookers are available. But what we're going to do is we're going to wash the rice, and I'm going to ask Heather to do that because I'm going to prepare the chicken while she's out doing that. Unfortunately, we can't show you how it's done in here, but this is a rice washer that I purchased in Japan from a dollar store. It's just a nice little thing that lets you get some water in there.
A colander with a
a matched basin.
Matched bucket. Yeah.
So the idea is for rice, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wash the rice until the rice water that comes out of here runs fairly clear. It doesn't have to be perfectly clear, but fairly clear. And then we're going to let the rice sit and age for a little while, just dry out a bit, get cracking, and then it'll be ready for cooking. That actually makes for a nice fluffier rice. But
oh, so when I return with the rice, you don't want any water in there?
yes, please.
Okay.
No water in there. And I'm going to just measure out one.
I've made onigiri before, and if you're making it with brown rice, you need it to actually soak in the water for a while because the brown rice doesn't have enough starch to really make it cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have enough starch on the outside.
Yeah. But it'll draw it out in the water if you leave it in there.
Yep. Okay, we're going to do 2 cups of rice because we're going to be cooking for 4 people. So hopefully that should be enough. And I will let you
I will return.
off to do that. In the meantime, and it's very mean. Let me just clean up my rice here. Every grain of rice is sacred. Put that away. For this, and I should probably mention, I would recommend Japanese rice, just because you'll get the more authentic stickiness of that Japanese style rice. But you can use any rice for curry rice. It's okay. I'm not going to judge you on that. Well, Heather is gone. Let's deal with the chicken, because this recipe calls for not 1 pound. 1 pound. Not 1 pound, 1 pound of chicken thighs. But they request boneless, skinless. And boneless, skinless thighs are expensive. So we're going to deskin and debone these ourselves. I'll bring out one of my trusty knives in there. And to avoid having to wash my hands after this, we're going to use some handy dandy gloves. Nothing special to this process whatsoever, but we are going to reserve the skins, if not the bones. You can reserve the bones if you wish, if you want to make a stock in the future, or if you've got the space in your freezer for such a thing. So let's crack this guy open here. Yep. All right. And we have a cutting board specifically set aside for the chicken bits. What I am going to do, though, here, before I get too much into that, is I am going to lay down a bit of tin foil on this here pan, and you'll see why in a moment. Come on, get out of there. All right. Get back in the box. Get back in the box. Tin foil applied. Oh, that must be a lovely sound.
We didn't mark the pan.
Just that squeak of glove on foil is marvelous. All right. Let's start with getting those chicken skins off these thighs. The skin. The most important part of the animal. It's what keeps the animal in. But you don't have to take my word for it. In fact, you probably shouldn't.
Okay, this is so horrifying that I'm not going to go to the close shot much longer.
2 by 2 hands of blue. Let's just lay that down there on the pan, nice and laid out. And then we'll get the skin off of this boy here too. So what we're going to do with these chicken thigh skins here is we're going to make a nice tasty appetizer. If we can fit enough, I think we can fit all 4 on there. Yeah. We should be able to. All right. Get back in here. And I see Heather has returned with the rice.
Hello.
Hello and welcome back. How'd that go?
Went great.
Good.
That's a really nice thing to have.
It's super handy.
I usually wash my rice in the tub that you put in the cooker,
Oh, yes.
which means you have to
You
make
gotta be
sure you
careful
don't
you're not
accidentally
dumping it out.
dump all your rice in the
Yeah.
sink, which is a fun. I don't like using that sieve. I don't like using that sieve. Sorry, but I don't.
Next time we're all in Japan, we can get everyone a rice.
No unitaskers.
Japan, the Daiso's over in Vancouver.
That's true.
I'm sure they have that.
We should check it out. Find out if they do. Like, 'cause I haven't seen any in. We can do this. I haven't seen any at the local Japanese shops.
I see you removed the skins.
Yes, I did, and we're gonna need. I'm just gonna do a little bit of trimming here. I think I really need to give this knife a sharpen. Because it's not grabbing in the way I want it to. All right, that's one down. We will be cutting these thighs later anyway, so. Whoop. Here we go. It's a process, but it does save a large amount of money. The deboning.
Well, and there's different things you can do. You can make broth with the bones. You're probably going to put those skins through the oven, I take it.
You are correct. How did you know that?
I've been to your place before.
That's true. I tried serving those to you once, didn't I?
I think you'd already eaten them. I think I just knew of them. I avoid a lot of meat.
That's fair.
Skins, fats.
Okay, there's a bit of cartilage that I don't want, though. Nobody wants the cartilage. I mean, some people do, but it gives me bad poops, so I don't want it in my food.
Hey, Corey.
Not only do I have to listen to you mushing some chicken,
Go on.
but you're describing your poops for the public.
It's important to know. Some people might not have made that. It took me a while to learn that connection. That when I eat chicken cartilage, that bad times happen. Maybe there's some people out there like, why do I have these terrible shits? I only ever eat chicken wings, and then you realize, oh yeah, it might be the if you can avoid that part of the chicken.
I just figured it out. Ian Satchan.
Uh-oh, I'm a reference I don't understand. Is it that I'm a specific person, or is it just that I'm an old man?
It's
I'm an old
from
man.
Mitsubishi Colors.
Okay.
Satchan's the one who keeps asking every single person about poop at some point during the episode.
I don't think I've asked anyone about poop.
She's a troublemaker that likes talking about poop.
Okay. That's me. To a T. All right. We're just about done deboning the chicken, or de-meating these bones.
Let's have to figure out who's leader. There's 3 girls. They call themselves the Colors.
Right. These are those.
They defend the universe from injustice, which is not true at all. They run around and pretend that they defend the universe from justice.
For more about the Colors, see. Not Tinker Tailor Solar Frog. See that other show we do?
I know Annie.
That's the one.
The one where we don't know the title of that anime.
Yeah. Just
I believe we did talk about it on that show.
We did. It was, I believe, on Beej's list of things to watch. Because it was on his list of things to read. And now he's watching it.
Oh, I'm not leader. I'm Kodaha. Clearly.
You are not.
I'm too.
You are not bad at video games.
No, but I carry around my 3DS and she's my favorite, and I refuse to be leader.
All right. That chicken is done. So we're just going to put this.
Also, I maintain she's not bad at video games so much as her friends are shits to her.
Haha. Safety.
You'll never need to touch chicken ever again.
Not till later. All right, let's get those in there and put that aside in the trash pile. And then let's put the chicken over here next to the bigger, blacker box.
Hey, Ian, did we tweet?
I don't think that we did, curses.
Okay.
Ow. Okay.
You right?
Yeah, I'm good. All right.
She's been doing that for a bit.
I see. Okay, so to make some delicious thigh skins, take your thigh skins, put them on a lined cookie sheet. I'm using tinfoil because that's all we have, but usually I use parchment paper. Either should be fine. Dust them with some salt and stick them in your oven. Cold, not preheated. This is the key. This is also very This is also very similar to how you make how you use the bacon method. And we're going to set that to convection. Actually, no, let's try convection at 450, and we're just going to get it going for let's put it on for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to talk about what we're all laughing about?
No. No.
All right.
Okay,
Set a
fine.
timer for 20 minutes.
I'm dying.
No, you know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. Right.
We're making content.
Yes, and chicken. And curry and rice. All right. Let's start off by making our spice mixture. So,
Okay.
for that, we need a dry skillet.
Check.
Good. Now, we're going to need those coriander seeds. All of them. Now, here's a question. Do we want to do our toasting from cold and then up, or do we want to do it directly from hot? I think we start cold and bring it up.
Okay. I honestly have no idea if there's really a difference between doing the two of them.
Yeah, I think for this, there's no real difference. When you're dealing with a wet pan, like putting oil in it, usually I like to heat it up, then put the oil in, then put the whatever I'm doing into it. But I think with this, you'll be fine without that. Cumin! Cumin goes in next. Let's get all these in there. Okay, next up is a tablespoon of fenugreek. Again, I'm just dumping these in because I pre-measured these. Ooh. And the cardamom.
This one?
Yep.
Is it just all of them?
No, some of them don't get
And I
toasted.
throw this whole stick in there of cinnamon.
No, that's, I think, one of the ones that doesn't actually get toasted.
That does not mean.
Really?
Yeah.
That's...
Seriously, I'm just switching cameras.
You can do the tweet. Can you do the tweet?
I don't know how.
Oh, from the dashboard.
And the fennel seed. Half teaspoon. Where am I? There you are. And weirdly, the cloves do not get toasted, nor does the star anise. Welcome back to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, where we are continuing our build of a, not build, yes,
Recipe.
our build of some curry. This is spice. We are spicing. This
I
is
just realized half the lights aren't on.
sizzling quite nicely, and I'm happy with that.
That's maybe okay, though.
So we were about to fry up our. We were about to fry up our stuff when electricity stopped happening.
Only parts of it.
Yeah.
The parts we needed.
So now we're just going to toast.
That's okay.
Okay, good. This is normal.
Yeah, DMX reboot.
It's okay. Oh, everything will be
We
fine.
are literally running DMX. Good. Okay.
Everything is fine.
So we just want to move around the spices until we get a nice scent of spice. Wish you guys at home could smell this, because it's.
You can, if you assemble these ingredients yourself and start doing what Ian is doing,
Ooh,
you
that's
too will be able to enjoy this
too
smell.
much light.
That is a
Do we
place-
want AFK, copy of AFK 2, copy of AFK 3?
I think AFK.
AFK was the too bright one.
Oh.
This is also too bright.
That's because the overheads are on.
No, we
No.
had them on beach. We had them on
Yeah,
at
we
the
had them on
beginning.
previously,
this is
but
different.
maybe if we turn them off now. No, that's not going to help.
No, that's not the issue. And I looked up at the lights, so now I can't see.
Alright.
It's pretty warm. About now.
Toot, toot.
Aha, there we go.
Better?
Yeah.
What you got to make sure of is that your spices don't jump out of the pan.
Because they'll escape and go to the zoo without you?
We burnt out another breaker.
Huh.
At least it's a different one. Yeah, we can't have
At least it's not the one with the stream is
this and that running at the same time. Good to know. We're starting to get a nice smell here in our spices, though.
on. Beach found the breaker.
He did. I still got 8 minutes left on these chicken things.
Skin.
Chicken skins, yes.
So tonight on Tinker Tailor, as you can see, it's a Let's Try stream where we
Yes.
try to stream while cooking.
I suppose we could try using the non-induction one and see if that draws less power, which I think it will.
You might just need to use less power on the induction.
That might work. I mean, why not?
I have a suggestion, and most people usually say no to it, but fire.
I would love to
It is
fire.
cooking.
I really would love to fire.
Fire makes sense in this one time that I'm suggesting fire.
I'm not going to say no to fire because it's just we don't have fire here.
But we could make fire.
We could make fire.
There are definitely maybe matches somewhere in this building.
But not in a contained way.
I could put it in a bucket. That's how you contain fire, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never really tried before. Usually I let it do its own thing, but bucket of fire.
This appears to be working without blowing anything up.
All right, so maybe this one should get just turned off.
Yeah, well, yeah. Which I believe it is now.
Really? I will believe you.
It's one of those power vampire things where it stays in a rest mode.
Power vampires.
It's a term, you know, because they just sit there sucking small amounts of power all day.
Again, fire is a good solution to all your problems. Power vampires or otherwise. I hear it's a great way to get rid of spiders in a house.
It's the one thing that can kill power
I mean, I've never tried
vampires.
it because I like having spiders around.
And a home.
Yes. Right. No, the second one. I like having a house. Not that first one. Not that first one I said. That
I
was
like
wrong.
the option of having spiders in my home, which is precluded by needing a home.
House spiders. House spiders are interesting, actually.
How so?
They're big.
I found a spider under the power bar here earlier today when I was plugging things in.
Oh, was it a house spider or a tiny spider?
It was I think it was a house spider. It looked like a wolf spider, to be honest. It's a
It's been a
little,
while since I've seen a wolf spider.
a little hunter. Okay, so it's very slowly getting warmer. This is very slowly. Those are starting to get nice and crispy, actually. I think you've got to use a toaster oven like this differently than one would a regular oven.
So if house spiders live in houses, do wolf spiders live in wolves?
I would hope not. That would make them a parasite, which is something you don't want from your wolf. Pro tip. If you've got... Oh, here we go.
That's not fire.
No, that's anti-fire.
I think they're just gloves. I don't think gloves are the opposite of fire.
I think they'll protect against spiders. Wait, fire? Protect against fire.
spiders.
Fire. Oh God, fire spiders would be a terrible thing.
I believe in the crap shot sketch it's fire clone spiders
Ooh.
as the hell money saving option because everybody's just afraid of those essentially at the end. Flaming cloud
Interesting.
spiders. Chat knows.
I think these are done. Would you pass me one of those gloves, please?
Here comes the worst part.
Here.
Thank you.
Feel like the larger they are, the better.
Beej, why would you describe this as the worst part?
It's the part where you reach into the oven and you pull out the entire pizza, rack and all with your bare hands.
Just realized how much I wish this would have been a microwave.
Oh yeah.
I've been microwaving with Mamarin.
Check that out.
Ugh. Ugh. So much oily gross.
Okay, it's now hot. I can no longer hold that. All right, and then let's see if we can tint that foil so that it gets the oil off. Ooh. Spices is going.
Do you want me to
Yeah, if you
stir
would
this around
please
while
stir
you
that around.
deal with
Yes.
your oil skin sack? You heard me.
You have nicer things to call Ian's body than that.
I was not body shaming. Do not you dare to say I was.
Oil skin sack.
I was talking about the dumb chicken things. The skins.
Skins that have, unfortunately,
Oh no, are they?
somehow stuck them. Well,
Is this perhaps why parchment paper is a better idea?
yeah, I think that might be it, but we can probably wedge them out later. Okay, that seems like that is ready to come off. Thank you. Okay. Toasty. All right, can you open that up, please? I think you just need to yank it.
believe yanking is wrong.
Allow me. Really yank on it. We got
Trying
there.
to think of a one-liner. It's not happening, so we can move on.
Yep. Okay, so we've got our spices toasted. Next, we're going to add a couple more spices and then grind it the hell up.
Okay.
This is the unfortunate thing, is I wasn't able to find a cheap spice grinder at Value Village yesterday. And I didn't want to buy a brand new one just for this. So we're going to see if the
You
food
use,
processor
like,
works.
a coffee grinder or basically any kind of grinder.
That's exactly it. But those can cost up to $20. I mean, above $20. They can cost as little as $20.
I see.
And I decided, no, I didn't want to spend that on just a unitasker. People say that this will work fine. Also, blenders are apparently
not-
okay.
You seem like the type of person who already has a coffee grinder, though.
I do, but it's a good coffee. It's a Burr coffee grinder. Whereas for
so
spices, you generally
You only want.
only need a blade for them. Okay, so we got that in there. Let's find out what else I need to put in. Let's see here. Peppercorns toasted. Okay, we need one 2-inch piece of cinnamon, I believe.
The chat has a question about what Value Village is.
Oh, Value Village is our local, one of our local thrift shops.
Yeah.
Value Village is like Value Village in the U.S., says Dark Knock. Yes, that is exactly it.
It's like a Goodwill or a. Well, I mean, it's a thrift store.
Yep.
It's a chain.
A chain of
There's
thrift
a
stores,
large
yes.
thrift store, and they call themselves Village where the value is.
Yeah, they're not the greatest one.
I don't know what their tagline is.
Value Village, please.
I know what. I know the
Don't mind the
tagline when I worked at Winners was something like how something to do with how customers enjoyed treasure hunting, which was a lie. But they used it.
Uh-oh. I may have forgotten one piece, or it wasn't listed, but I think there's a call for some nutmeg in here too. But I think we can get away without
We're
that.
probably okay without nutmeg.
And our timer is done. That means our chicken pieces are ready.
Oh, good.
Okie dokie. So, 3 cloves in there. That's good. And finally, oh, it's only a pinch of freshly ground nutmeg, so we're fine without that probably.
Zellers. Did I not say Winners?
I can't
Yeah. Okay. Good.
remember.
Chat was asking me what Zellers is. I'm like, I didn't bring up Zellers.
No one should bring up Zellers. Can I grab half that star in each spot? Do you want to crack
Does
it in
it
half for
just
me?
break?
Should. Yay!
That's about half.
There we go. Seems good. Ooh, that smells good. And cinnamon. And I added the fennel seed, I believe. Or did I?
I think you poured it into the.
Yes, I put it
Don't
in
have any
in there.
more plastic bags, so I'm gonna say yes, unless it wasn't
Yeah,
in here.
I think so. And the turmeric is the last one I need. But I don't know if that goes in there just yet.
Value Village does sell some stuff retail. It's not all used goods, but they generally do more of that around Halloween than.
They also sell like socks and underwear.
I mean, lots of places sell socks and underwear.
Yeah, but they sell socks and underwear brand new.
I don't know. I don't buy my socks and underwear there.
I'm telling you that they do that.
Oh, okay.
Also
It's
not
Ah, okay, yes.
Not my
Turmeric
problem.
goes in here. When you've got this many spices, it's kind of difficult to keep an eye on all of them. Ooh, that's going to be yellow.
Does turmeric not stain?
Yes, but it's in the towel, which is fine. It's a black towel. It can withstand staining. How much turmeric?
All of it.
2 tablespoons.
All of
Okay,
it.
that actually may be all of this turmeric. We're going to add that in the small bowl after the fact, so it's not just flying around in the air. Let's cover that up and dust that away. Goodbye, turmeric.
Hardly knew ya.
Now let's get out our handy dandy power adapter for this. Second time using this food processor, so hopefully this will have the desired effect. Gotta make sure that that goes in there correctly. That's a good little spinny boy. Good, good. All right. Hopes and dreams. Hey. Pulse that bad boy. Starting to come together into a powder. I think it's working. Okay. Well, it's not quite a powder yet. I don't know if it will be or not.
Maybe when it grows up.
Yeah. We don't have a prop mortar and pestle, do we?
I don't believe so. I believe we've been in other people's actual kitchens when we've used such things.
Empty your pepper grinder, dump the big bits in there, and
Ooh.
grind it out.
That could work.
Makeshift.
That would be, yeah, that would work. If we don't have a mortar and pestle, then that's what we'll use. But,
I hope we have a mortar and pestle.
me too. Let's see how this smells while we're getting it going. So, experiment number 1 that we've discovered today. Food processor, not good enough for this kind of a curry.
It smells goddamn delicious in here.
I'm
Hey,
glad.
James.
Do we have a mortar and pestle?
Oh.
Okay.
So far we've made dirt. I don't know if you want to eat this, Adam.
I'll eat the dirt.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I won't eat the dirt.
Please don't eat the dirt yet. Okay, this is going to be a tough one to get out, too. It looks like. Can you hold the bottom of that? Well,
It smells so good.
There we go. Thank you. That
Got
should
it?
do it. Yep. Ooh. Oh, give that a smell.
Uh-huh. It smells like spices.
It's a very spicy boy. Okay. Goodbye,
Bye, Adam.
I need a thing to put my thing into, and I need to turn that down because it's very hot. Could I get a... We don't have a funnel either, I'm assuming.
No, but we have paper.
That'll be fine, yeah, enough to make a paper cone out
Yeah,
of.
we can make a paper funnel.
And then I'm going to task you, if you don't mind, with grinding out the spice
Sure.
mixture. For fun and profit. And then I guess I should start on some of these vegetables to get them ready. Actually, I probably should have had you working on some of these vegetables too.
So, what am I grinding?
We're going to be grinding this
In the bag. Okay.
yeah, back
I was
into,
like,
well,
what-
but no,
what-
back into the container.
Yes.
Thank you.
He wants you to use our pepper mill to grind the spice mixture into the
Oh.
container.
I thought we were going to use the glass of the pepper mill to smush things.
Actually, okay.
I didn't really follow the full thought process,
That's
but okay.
all right. As long as you're still down to do the
No,
grinding.
no, I'll still do it.
Okay, good. Just gotta feed that in there now.
I hope it all fits in there.
Oh, looks like it's not gonna be a problem.
I always have such opposing feelings sometimes around my friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's that feeling where I don't want the thing to blow up or explode or anything bad to happen. But at the same time, we're streaming, so I also do want those things
Oh yeah,
to
you
happen.
definitely want the
'Cause they're
spectacular
funny.
failures to occur.
But I also don't. And it's always so conflicting.
No, I understand. Oh, this place is gonna
I'm
smell.
very happy there was enough space within that spice jar.
All right, so please take this, and let's make sure that it's enough tight. Perfect, if you please.
Yeah.
All right, while that's happening, let's peel some carrots. 'Cause that's exciting television.
Peel them carrots. Or don't. I'm not your mom.
Some things I like to leave the skin of the carrot on for for more flavor. Like, you know, soups sometimes. But for Japanese curry, which is definitely baby's first curry and a good sweet meal, I like to have things smooth and
Heather, you can also ratchet the thing. You don't need to spin it all the way
sort of click back and
back and
forth,
forth.
Oh,
whichever is easier.
Yeah, if you get tired.
that's actually harder on that wrist.
Oh,
I'm going to do it this way.
if your wrists are not good, let me know and I'll take over for you.
Or I'll take over.
We've got plenty of people here who can grind.
I do it this way. Switch my wrists.
For those wondering, this is my favorite type of vegetable peeler. Just the standard style. Simple but extremely effective. All right. Get that going.
Ooh, I like the suggestion of taping the back of a drill on this thing.
That could be interesting. Just making sure. Dutch oven heat. Chicken broth.
Heather, your husband just left the room with a look on his face
But yeah.
to commit to a really bad idea.
Yep. I'm going to say yes to this bad idea.
Commit to the bit.
I'm curious now
It's a let's try program. Let's try.
with power tools.
All right. So,
If we're gonna make that work, we're gonna have to start. We gotta tape it on like that, and then we're probably gonna have to go like this.
What direction does the drill turn?
Both. We just have to figure out which one it's gonna be. So we just have to
We need the
continue.
tape to not
Yeah. So
go around the
I
blueprint,
can't.
though.
So I have to be able to.
Which one will it
either
be?
tape it or-
I'm holding.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's just beach.
Gonna do that. And this is very complicated.
Oh, Texan, if I was the chosen one who's supposed to bring safety to this show, somebody should have informed me before I came to the show.
Before you started suggesting fire?
Yeah, maybe before the fire suggestion.
Is it going the wrong way?
No, it's going the right way.
It's actually grinding.
Yeah. That's actually working.
Is it working?
Yeah.
It is working. It might be too fast though. You might be cycloning the spice to the edges of the. Yes,
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
the slower.
This may be the most wonderful and dumbest thing we've ever done on this show.
I wouldn't put it at the most dumbest. But it's definitely a thing.
Just realized.
What have you realized?
Well, it's
I
more
was
that-
trying to make it so the camera can see it better.
I always forget how weird it is to sit and cook in this program.
You tried standing.
Yes, and then my head gets cut off.
Oops. I think we have a problem. It's good for a while, and then
The tape kind of.
the tape kind of decides that it's had enough. It's fine. We'll just do it again. We've got lots of tape. In fact, I'm going to get our tape that we don't like as
That
much.
just smells so good.
Yeah.
Because again, it doesn't smell like a traditional Indian curry, but it also doesn't smell like a traditional Japanese curry either.
sure
It's
doesn't.
much richer, much deeper.
Can you...
Yeah, you go get the tape.
Let me get the
I'll work on
tape.
detaping.
So, okay, what we've learned today: do not skimp on a spice grinder. You need something that will actually grind your spice. Do you hear that, Duncan?
Is Duncan the kid in class who used to bully you? Who's Duncan?
Duncan, Idaho.
Dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a reference?
Doing
Is it a
your
reference?
mentats.
Yeah, we need to make it a belt drive is what we need to do, but...
All right, reapply.
All right, let's try a different attachment method.
Oh,
People in your belts. Chain drives.
Chain drives would be the way to go,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, well, we don't need the pan anymore. So,
oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
replace that with
This might work better. Yeah.
the. How's our timing, too? The Dutch oven.
It may or may not work better, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
Peel those petals back.
We're making a grinder flour. Okay.
I forgot oil,
I'm gonna
but that's
turn down-
okay.
I'm going to turn down the chuck a bit to see if we can't get it to... Okay, it needs to be on the spinny part only, so I
Oh.
made it too long. Because otherwise it won't spin. It needs to be able to spin. So I made it way too long, but that's okay.
Ooh.
And then, can you hold on to that still?
Yep.
And the drill? Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see about getting it on here like that. Okay.
Just as long as the spinny bit that's supposed to spin can spin.
So the
If you're curious what I'm doing, oh, Elton Brown has also got an idea like this.
Does he?
but his involves a different design of spice grinder. So if you're curious what I'm doing, I'm tossing bits of water into my pan to make sure that it's hot enough. And it's just about there. Probably go a bit faster than that. There, it seems good. All right. Let's start by adding some oil to our pan. Like I said, I forgot oil, but thankfully, chicken fat will do in a pinch. Smooth that around.
I think the battery might be dying.
This is going to be problematic.
We have my power drill as well.
Hmm.
Let's take that down to about medium.
Yeah, I think because all I'm getting is light out of it now.
Yep.
Get the chicken in there.
We gotta pull that out, and I gotta get a new battery.
All right, chicken's gonna go for about 6 minutes. 6-minute timer. This is just to brown up the chicken. Yes, it should be in my bag of tools.
We'll have to just take this off and we're gonna change drills. Now, is it safe to run this at the same time we're trying to run that, do you think?
Probably
We also
okay.
We have the rice cooker on as well.
Where is the end of the tape?
Well, the rice cooker should be on the other circuit.
Oh, you got it? I found an end.
Like, I could just go in another room, but
Yeah, you could?
then we lose the entire drama.
With the drill drama.
Well, thankfully we don't need that till the end of the show, till the last step. So
Yeah, I could always go somewhere else and try to drill this out.
that might not be a bad idea.
Like, we're almost down to the last quarter.
Okay, so that won't take too long at all.
How long until you need it?
Like we've got 20 minutes or so, if not more.
Yeah, if you want to do it by hand, you can.
No, I'm just not trying to not waste time.
Yeah. I can also trade off with you instead of having to do it by drill.
If you want to do it with a drill or you want to do it by hand, either's fine.
Let's try to do it by drill.
2 if by drill.
I'm gonna see if this pops. If I run this thing, does it pop again?
Okay.
Nothing's popping.
Good, alright. So now I have to unplug this. It's not a good idea to just start monkeying with it immediately.
Agreed.
Agreed. Alright.
So in my curry, I like chunks of carrots. That's how we're gonna do things.
Oh, I should have brought my flour cutter.
Oh, that would have
Actually,
been
I
cool.
just had an idea. That's the part that's good.
I picked up one at a Daiso in Seattle.
Nice. I learned this method of chopping from an episode of Manlab, I think, with James May. There was a army drill sergeant who was upset with James's method of chopping carrots.
Oh yeah? Just not efficient?
Well, no, because James was trying to make things very symmetrical and the same size, and the drill sergeant was, no, it doesn't matter, just knock them all up.
All right. Let's
Nice
give that a
little
shot.
bits.
You can probably hold it straight up and down, I think. And that. Of course, we don't need to have the whole thing. And that. And so we need to have the whole thing.
Go.
We'll just form that around.
Turn that chicken again. Oh yes, that's some lovely crust we're building up there.
Out of all the moments when James walked in, I kind of wish
It was this one?
this had been it.
Hold that. You're not touching the trigger, right?
Nope.
Well, see, now he gets to tune in from home and can't do anything about it.
Okay, that's actually not good. I gotta get your attention for it.
It's not long enough.
I know.
Okay. Good. That's the carrots done. Next up, we need to peel the potatoes.
Your mic is cutting out.
Is it cutting out?
Ready?
Might be. Let me know if
I think
if it remains bad.
Jesus. That's very titchy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to run the drill, maybe? Or?
fine.
That doesn't turn. One more.
Just trying to scoop up some of the brown bits from the bottom of the pan here. You unfortunately can't see due to camera placement, but use some of these bins as placement bits for our various bits and bobs that we don't need. I also need to peel these potatoes. So. Oh. And that's the end for our chicken. Let's bring that over here.
Is that?
Too fast.
Okay, that's some good-looking chicken right there.
Anything coming up?
No.
No. We need to shake it again.
I think we just need to.
We want heat on medium.
Okay. Give that a go. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Texan, unfortunately, no, the power drill is not
Stop.
currently at the moon base.
It goes.
We're going to do these onions for 10 minutes. 10-minute timer. All right. Whew.
Going.
I think you should stop.
Should
We
stop?
should stop.
Oh, are we out?
We're close enough.
Okay. We can just hand grind it out.
I think so.
Okay. How are your
Perfect.
They're fine.
Okay.
Whew, I think we can turn that down a bit, actually.
Good. I'll walk away with this.
Arclight, that seems like a very good way to peel potatoes, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Potatoes
with
with a drill and fillet road. It takes forever, but it's so little effort.
All right. That's one potato peeled.
Also, I think it only works on like yellow potatoes, like what you got. If you try to do it on like russets, I think it would take like a very long time.
Yeah, very different type of peel on a russet.
That way, get the gaff off the table since it's food. Since you're making food.
Gaff is food.
Gaff is food. How about it?
Food is love. Love is a battlefield. Therefore, food is war.
Not sure that that's in that song.
Food. Food never changes.
All right. Yeah, I would say we've gotten at least maybe 99% of it.
Yeah. You did something really stupid. That was
And it
great.
worked out,
And it worked out.
which is new and unusual.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to run that through my dishwasher.
Oh yeah, absolutely you are.
Yeah, if you could just keep an eye on those
Yeah,
onions,
you
why?
don't want them to burn.
No, but we do want to get them to get nice and brown. Not caramelized, because you can't caramelize onions in under 45 minutes.
I mean, if you let me use some fire, I could try.
You
I didn't say it'd work. I
Heather-
just say let me get some fire.
I will never stop you from trying, Heather. As long as we have a backup.
Oh, that means I can go get fire now.
Potato can.
Okay. Whew.
Potato can?
Potatoes have been peeled. I think that's our last peeling. Nope. Potatoes can be chopped. We really need to come up with a solution for that.
Like the overhead camera that's above you.
That's not ever, it's not in the right direction pointed. That camera was not placed with cooking in mind.
It's okay. This works.
Yep.
You got a clear shot. Also, I think this is better because rather than seeing the top of your head, you can actually see what you're doing.
I think we need one of those mirror systems like they have in,
The Julia Child has.
yeah, like Julia Child or my high school home ec class.
Or the way Molly and Nick did their Bujo podcast with the overhead camera and mirrors so you could see their
Or
face.
Alton Brown.
I don't know who that is.
It's okay.
I only mentioned because the chat keeps mentioning, but he
I-
did a show called Good Eats.
Yeah, no, I know who he is. I choose
There
to
were
pretend I don't.
mirrors that they used to show you things.
No, Heather, do you actually not like Elton Brown, or is it just one of those things where like everyone else says, "Oh, he's so cool," and you're
I just ignore a lot of things,
that's fair too.
specifically if they get brought up a lot. You'd be surprised about the number of things chat asks for that I outright ignore because they bring it up a lot.
I would,
It's like going to Dairy Queen with you, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Okay. Okay, I said it's like going to Dairy Queen with her. And what I mean is that it's that when you're young and you're driving past Dairy Queen, you go, "Oh, it's Dairy Queen, and your parents go, "You know, we were thinking about going, but I mean, now that you've asked for it so much and you made yourself really irritating about it, we're not going anymore."
I never
Who
do that.
does that?
I never do that. Dairy Queen.
Literally, my parents have done that. My mother does that.
I am not your mom.
Your parents are horrible people.
It was supposed to train you to not ask for too much, and therefore when you get something, have it be a nice surprise as opposed to constantly bitch and moan about stuff.
Can we go to Dairy Queen after?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were thinking about it, but now that you ask.
There's dilly bars in the fridge.
I don't want to eat a dilly bar.
McDonald's.
I would take McDonald's as a good substitute, but I prefer the Dairy Queen.
Makes sense.
I want a milkshake. I'll do now.
Alright.
I don't want a dilly bar. Milkshakes are easier. I
Alright.
had to do wire put on my teeth.
Where is my half cup? Because I think it's time for us to make some rice. Let me just see if I can get it. Is it crackling? Yes, it is. Good. It's ready. When you hear
Also-
the rice making tiny whispers, that's
Oh.
when it's time to...
There's a pot of things cooking nearby that
Yes?
crackles.
That's why I got my ear right up to it.
And then ask if anyone else could hear it.
Sorry, the hear that was
It's
rhetorical.
okay. I can hear the Rice Krispie else too.
Hear
Maybe.
that? No, you can't. It's not mic'd. And we need water. So for the water, close to equal parts, especially once you've washed. This is 2 cups of water, right? 2 cups of rice. 2 cups of rice. We need 2 cups of rice. We need 2 cups of water, plus meniscus.
Depends what you're making the rice for, but for what you're doing, 2 cups should be fine. Someone just called you a rice whisperer in the chat, by the way, and it really, really got me.
And I'm gonna have to ask our lovely assistant to refill this kettle, please.
That one.
Thank you.
Is it burning hot?
Nope,
Okay.
not even warm.
You want hot water?
No, it's okay. And then we just push the button that says make rice in Japanese that you won't be able to read. One time I asked Corey to turn off the rice cooker. She had no idea which one it was. I said, use the one that says cut. She said, I don't know what Japanese is. I said, oh, well, it's the one that has the kanji for sword in it. She said, I don't know which one you're talking about.
Have you considered, I don't know, using a label maker on your rice cooker?
Let me make this easy for you. Let's go back to the rice cooker.
Oh no.
If anyone ever asks you to turn off the rice cooker, push this button. Memorize that kanji.
That button is not on my rice cooker at home. I'd like to point that out now.
Okay, if
In
you
fact, there's
cannot
no off button.
If you
have to
can't
unplug it.
read, look for that button.
I did guess correctly because
Yeah.
I picked the one with the shortest kanji. But why did you do that? It's like our sound system. Like, oh, pick the one that says subwoofer in katakana.
Corey?
Subwoofer.
Corey, maybe, Ian, why is everything in your house written in not your native language?
Because I bought a lot of really good stuff when I was living in
You
Japan.
must have a label maker. Rewrite some things. Get some stickies.
Okay.
Teach somebody katakana. Like a child.
Excuse me.
I have this water now.
Perfect. We're going to need that in a second to make dashi with. Oh, Judith, yeah, that is the kanji. I mean, you could have also just said the kanji for off or cut, but that wouldn't be helpful, would it? Right.
You know, I'm with Serrano Shepherd. Properly subtitle your appliances. Ooh, yeah, get a label maker that puts it in that fan sub yellow.
Ooh, yes, that would do. So we need 2 tablespoons of ground turmeric, which we're going to add to the thing here. I think we may just have enough. Yep, that's 1.
Oh yeah, I like this other idea in chat of also giving you a Japanese label maker so you can label your English appliances Japanese,
Japanese,
as well.
that would be yes. That would be yes.
I'm looking forward to visiting your place after you've done this now. I have expectations of your place.
You don't get to come around for a while. And we're only going to put a half teaspoon of chili powder in there to...
Corey, can I come over tomorrow and judge You gonna work?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
You can't stop me.
Next up, we need to add the carrots. If I can grab that from you there.
yeah.
Thank you.
Your onions are getting pretty.
They're looking good, I think.
I think the breaker may have gone away.
I think you are correct. Yes, the breaker
Which-
did go off.
Problematic for the rice.
That's probably, yeah, that's, actually it'll be fine for the rice, but let's do that. I'm going to put this in a different room with a different breaker. I'll be right back.
I suggest the kitchen.
Yep, that's a good idea.
It's a good room for places of these things.
4-minute timer.
Holy shit, it has a handle on it.
Like a sewing kit.
Yeah.
Looks like a tiny sewing kit. That makes me happy. Sewing kit filled with rice.
Who needs a portable rice cooker though like that? You just need to like cook your rice and then take
Who
it with you on the go.
doesn't need a portable rice cooker? Think of all the onigiri you could make at the drop of a hat because of your portable rice cooker that you brought with you. And now you can make the rice balls, which you can call donuts if you want. That is up to you and what time period your childhood was in.
I thought it was Nikuman that they called donuts.
They've done both. My favorite is octopus sandwich for octopus balls.
For takoyaki, that's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Glitter Force and how
A Netflix original.
they tried to make the very obvious Kyoto school trip a school trip about going to a convention center where they tried to tell you that all of Kyoto was inside the convention center and all of these landmarks were life-size replicas.
Oh my gosh.
It was amazing.
Oh, that is amazing.
You almost said interesting.
That is interesting. We need to get this back up to temperature. Hot.
I mean, as much as I would like Netflix to get Glitter Force, which is just Pretty Cure, into a proper localization and not also call it a Netflix original because they didn't actually make that show, I watched the English because it's real funny. It's real dumb.
There we go. All right, we've got another.
Do wish I had one of these in my school dorm when I went to college.
Were hot plates not banned in your dorms?
Only ones with coils.
Chicken plates.
Also, the banning didn't stop my roommate from burning incense.
All right. So we need to add our dashi and our chicken stock once this is finished doing its thing. And for the dashi, you can buy it in bulk, which I do, and we are adding 2 cups, so we're gonna need just
That's a satisfying gif.
under a teaspoon.
Yeah. The cord thingy and the taping.
Oh
that
yeah,
gif is so
the
satisfying.
tape down. Yeah, that thing is a good piece of technology.
You ever watch gifs where they ice cakes with the Lazy Susan? Those are fun
Oh
too.
yeah, those are good. So, 2 cups of chicken stock, 2 cups of dashi. And rather than pre-mix the dashi, we'll just add the powder and the water and let it bring itself up to speed. Okay. So you can pull your spoon out of there. Use whatever chicken stock you like, but because this is an experimental recipe, I decided to go with the medium good stuff. Oh my. This is going to be a very full pot. Okay, and just under a teaspoon. Oh, that's a half teaspoon. Oh no, I'm going to need more dashi.
Quick. To the dinosaur that will take us to the Dashi planet. That's how this works, right?
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to add some more water there. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for 2 cups. And we need to bring that up to a simmer now.
I do appreciate Beej just already being like, we need a thing, I'm primed to go.
Okay, and
Be a good Voltron paladin.
so we'll take that up to maximum. While that's happening, I'm going to cut the chicken to get it ready to go in. And I think we're just about done. So I'll use a couple fresh towels to keep my cutting board. The chicken has been cooked, so just use hands.
Dear Dr. Ian, what do you feel that the actual difference is between Japanese style knives and Western style knives? Which do you prefer? And is it a strong preference? Or possibly a weak one, I guess, since that sentence didn't say that.
It's a pretty weak preference, and it really has to do with what I'm using the knife for. I like Japanese vegetable knives for vegetable cutting, like this style. I can't even remember the name of it, but the Western hybrid santoku, I think, is probably my favorite type of, or chef's knife. It's probably my favorite. These ones I bought from IKEA because they had decent steel and they weren't expensive and they looked okay and they were used to what I was using at the time. But I mean, yeah, just keep your knife sharp really is the key. I probably didn't need to put this down on any sort of paper towel. That didn't make any sense because I'm just throwing it on the cutting board now. But it's all going to end up in the pot anyway.
I assume the paper towel is to help absorb off like some of the liquid.
That was the idea. All right. How's our... Actually, I should be putting that back in the... There we go. That'll make it easier for dumping.
Still way behind trying to follow them. Still drilling my spice.
It's called the Let's Try program this time, especially because I have not tried this recipe before.
I think that's good, though.
We need more of these.
Yes. Yes, I would agree with Arclight Dynamo that a high-quality knife is more important than the style of knife. Get one with good steel that'll hold an edge longer. Learn to sharpen your knives properly or have them sharpened on a regular basis. And you'll have a much better time with your cutting. And don't use glass cutting boards. Just don't.
They make glass cutting boards?
They do. They were very popular for a time.
Okay. Is it because you could see through them?
No, it was because they were non-porous, and people thought, oh, that means that, my chances of getting salmonella from this is 0. Because I'll just wash it off with bleach.
I'm going to be right back because I think I got some spice in my eye.
Oh, that's all right.
So I'm going to want to wash my hands for a sec.
Go ahead, I'll take this up to a simmer, and then add the chicken. Uh-oh. Got to get this apple ready to go too. We need half an apple, cored and peeled. I'm using Honeycrisp apple because I'm fancy. All right, let's get that bag up here for peeling receptacles again. Here's my peeler. Peeling an apple. This is weird to me because I like the taste of apple peel, and I like the texture of it when I'm eating an apple. So this feels very odd to me. Feels like wasting good fiber.
What you wasting?
Good fiber. Apple skin.
Oh,
Would you do me a favor, Heather,
sure.
and use this Japanese grinder, which is normally used for dashi, to grind up this quarter apple?
Yeah.
Thank you. While you're doing that, I will peel the other quarter of the apple. Oh, those make really good work of fleshy fruits and vegetables like these. Oh, we're almost at a simmer there, so... Okie dokie. Give that a stir. Let's bring that down to low. Okay, let's add potatoes and apple and cook at a gentle simmer until potatoes are tender, about 15 minutes. Okay, so let's add the potatoes.
Happy?
Mind if I get in there? Thank you. There we go.
I haven't eaten an apple in over a year.
Oh, we've got some more apple. Trying not to splatter at all, but it's not working. All right, and then the apple and associated jack. Ugh, that's difficult. Come off, apple. Join your brethren in the stew portion. Go through the holes. Become delicious and nutritious. Your fiber. You help all the friends in the colon that are made of meat say, hey, I know a way out of here. And then you go. Go like the wind. Thank you, fiber friends.
Oh, the worst of the Justice friends.
Fiber brothers.
The fiber friends.
Oh.
Like those, the less popular alternative to the Hostess fruit pie things.
Okay, I think now is a good time for us to take a short break while I get myself cleaned up here, and then we'll get on to making the roux. So don't go away. More Tinker Tailor's Fry after the short break. Welcome back to Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, where we are making Japanese curry from scratch. Our stew portion is just nicely simmering over here. That's going to be going on for a while yet while that finishes up. And right now, we're going to go about making our roux. So for that, we need a pan. Check. That will become hot. Check. Oh, also, yeah, we should eat our skin.
An essential part of the meal.
Yes. Heather, would you like a skin?
No.
Corey, would you like a skin?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to take a skin, and Beach, can you distribute these skins amongst
I
yourselves?
shall.
Ooh.
Amongst the beaches.
Right? You did the same thing to me.
Mm. That was perfect. Okay. So, this is getting hot over medium heat, which for this is going to be a little bit higher. And we need half a cup of butter.
The rest is oil?
Nope. We're going to go with just butter for this. Thankfully, butter comes with its own measurement system right on it. At least in
Well, they put it on the label.
Yeah, they don't put it on the butter.
Although they could.
That would be really cool if they did.
I mean, what, some food safe ink?
Yeah.
They could if they wanted to.
Or just some little, notches. Anyway, we're gonna. We need a full half cup, which looks like a lot of butter, and actually is.
Good.
But in addition to that, we also need a half cup of
Flour, starch.
flour. And so we're going to whisk those together until it becomes a deep caramel brown, which is apparently 20 minutes. So we're going to
Because isn't the fat and starch is the basis of all roux?
correct. Just
And
like
then when you add the other things to it, you're making the sauce.
exactly, just like water and yeast is the beginning of all booze.
I thought you were going to say bread,
Uh,
but doesn't seem that different.
I wanted to make a rhyme. That's in retrospect, maybe it wasn't the best rhyme, but
I appreciate the attempt.
thank you. And I think it was, time. So our butter be foaming. That's all good. Let's get that around there.
They make butter quarters.
Butter what, sorry?
Real Gamer Cow says, wait, are butter quarters less available in Canada?
Oh, they probably are. I don't buy them because I use a lot of butter. I like to cook with butter. I like to eat butter.
I mean, I don't know if maybe we always grab the brick.
Yeah, like there's. I think maybe it's.
Sometimes you just walk into the kitchen late at night. Gotta have some butter.
Can't believe eating butter.
Those are my peas. That's my flour. I also portioned out flour beforehand. So.
I was wondering why we had sour cream containers.
Yes, no, not sour cream. The
The
traditional.
That's because we eat a lot of sour cream.
It's true, but we do also eat a lot of sour cream. For someone who's lactose sensitive, we sure do eat a lot of dairy. But the kind of dairy that doesn't hurt me, which is good. All right, that's some good-looking butter. It's foaming the way it should, so let's add that. Let's add our friend.
I really wish you would stop referring to the food as friends, because I don't think we should eat our friends. And that is ultimately what will happen with this food.
But they're friendly friends who just want to be with
No.
us, always.
No.
Or at least for the next 8 hours or so.
No.
All right. So this is going to take a while.
They're
'cause-
talking about a brick of butter that's quartered the long way. You get the same amount of butter, but the quarters are individually wrapped.
Oh, yeah, those ones.
Ah.
Yeah, they're not.
I don't think I've actually seen that.
We don't see those often.
I don't think I've seen it at all. I also don't think I've looked.
Turn
Maybe I'll
down-
look around the grocery store next time I'm there.
I'm going to turn down the heat here a bit because, again, this is one of those things you can't really rush.
Well, you don't want to burn that to the bottom of the pan.
Exactly. Whisking isn't fully necessary. The nice thing is that basically once this turns brown, we add 3 tablespoons of our curry mix, of which now we have more than 3 tablespoons, so we can make this again in the future if we want to. And then cook for 1 minute, then add to that, and then we're done
Why are you waiting for it to turn brown?
to develop flavor. Yeah.
Because if you add the curry mix, it would definitely be brown.
Yes, it would, but then it wouldn't have. It would have the taste of uncooked flour, and wouldn't thicken at all. I might swap over to the spatula in a second here, just to make sure I'm.
Yeah, I often start with a whisk for this portion because it's just a lot easier,
but
and then
it's
go over to a spatula.
Not really necessary now, so let's do that. Let's keep our sides nice and clean. Oh yeah. Silicone spatulas changed the game. I'm really fiddling with my heat here. Probably shouldn't do, especially seeing as it's such a small burner.
I mean, you're not cooking a meat or anything that something bad would happen if you don't get your heat
No.
100% correct. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Speaking of meats, getting them correct temperatures, we just recently did a roast beef at home, but sous vide for the first time,
Okay.
and boy, did that turn out great.
Did you torch it?
No, instead of to finish it, instead of torching it this time, we just put it in the oven at 450 for, I believe it was just maybe about 10 minutes or so, and it turned out fantastic as a crust on the outside. Okay, you can see the color already starting to change, actually. I'm not sure if we can get that on camera at all, but you can see it's
Yeah.
more orange, slight brown there. But the recipe says we're looking for deep brown, and I believe them.
They put up a paint chip so you could check. Did they tell you what the Pantone brown was?
They really should have, and given it's the food lab, if I'd watched the video, I think I would have been able to tell, but I think we were looking for like an actual deep brown, like color of my knife handle back there, or color of the star anise. Anise. There we go. Any questions from the chat there? Cumin, olives, raisins, onions, garlic, balsamic vinegar, and tomato juice.
And
for
Tasman wants
pot
to
roast.
know what the best way to sous vide corned beef would be.
I
I don't know if you've done that.
have not done that, but
what have you sous vide?
Whew.
I know you do steaks and
Yeah,
stuff.
steaks, roasts. I've done what's the name of that one? Pancetta, brisket, custard. I've done eggs a few times. I've done salmon. What else have we done? Oh, mashed potatoes, which were fantastic. Ooh, here we go. That's starting to look a little bit more brown now. We're getting close, I'd say.
Custard, really.
Yeah, strangely, custard is a great sous vide vehicle because the problem with custard is trying not to scald the bottom. So you have either got to use a double boiler or be very, very careful with your stirring. But either way, you're ending up spending a lot of time just constantly stirring, right? Whereas with sous vide, you never get past that scalding temperature. So you just put it in a bag, put it in the sous vide machine, and leave it. And when you're ready for actual custard, you just come back, mush the bag, and then let it out.
I believe that's how you say it when you do it.
It's a requirement here. Mush the bag.
Dying to see what people trip on that.
Okay, I think we have now hit,
Yeah, I think
Deep
that's
brown?
a deep brown.
because otherwise we're going to start to get black. Ooh, that's good and deep. Okay, let's add 1 tablespoon. Stir that in. Oh, wow. So that hot butter just started that spice popping. Let's add 2 tablespoons. And then
I
3.
don't think we actually sous vide that
tablespoons.
muffin.
The chat has picked up on friendship bread.
Yay, good stuff. Heather, can you stab like a potato and see if it's and a carrot and see if they're soft enough to be considered done yet? 'Cause we're a little bit faster than I thought we would be, but
You are talking about the ones in here, not like a random carrot
yes,
potato,
yes.
right?
Please do not
Okay.
find a random potato and stab it for like out of vindictive.
Potatoes are pretty soft. Almost. Carrots are
Okay.
a little. Potatoes are definitely fine. The carrots maybe a couple more minutes, but get
Well,
there.
we need to simmer until the broth is thickened there anyway, so I think
I
we're good.
will go hunt down a random carrot or potato. I have a knife now. Feel very empowered for some reason.
You want to remove from heat?
Not yet. Okay, now we can. Thank you. Don't touch. That's very hot. Thank you.
In case you need to trip it.
We have the cloth.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, I'm going to add that now to our good.
Fill in water.
Who'd have thought? It's the most pleasant timer sound I could find. It's some background music from Nichijou, the break from the opening theme. Minox. Yay! Good curry.
If we get copyright dinged for that,
We might, or we could. Whew, wow, that made some brown.
do you want me to take that away?
No, that's all right. We're gonna put that right here. There we go. Wow, I hope that comes out. I don't think that's gonna come out.
No, I think you're that way forever now.
Yep. Okay, let's increase the heat for a bit here. And we're going to add some ginger to the party. Because everybody loves ginger. We want to peel that first. Where is
But
my...
Ian, for this stream, surely your timer should have been rock and roll over Japan from Penguin Drum.
Rock
They
over
were
Japan?
very into curry in that show.
Wow. Wow, Heather.
What?
No, I was laughing at
Yes.
you bent over to use the cutting board on the floor
Well,
Oh, is that
over
what
the
it was
power
doing?
cord. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Ian. No.
Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong. And nothing is broken. Not today.
I mean, we
Not ever.
did successfully use a power drill.
To grind some curry spice.
Yeah,
We are pioneers, is what we are.
sure. I think you mean Spiceneers.
I mean, are we living our best spice life?
I don't know. Can you see the future?
Was that part of the spice life?
It's what the spice did for the Mentats. isn't
Oh, okay. I was actually for
it?
once
I can do
referring.
Dune too, you know.
Mentats couldn't see the future.
Yeah, I give credits. Partial credits.
All right, fine. I'll get a Pepsi.
Don't say it like she's wrong.
You know, we have some Pepsi
Seeing
in
the
the
future
fridge,
is a core part of Dune.
Yes.
but not of Mentats. But knowing that the Mentats take spice, it's all good.
Wasn't Didn't
Please
the
let's
didn't
have
the ship pilots take spice to be
Yes.
able to determine where to go by seeing the future?
Yeah, but they're not mentats.
Those are guild
Oh.
navigators. Different guild.
Look, I only read the first 2 books and stopped
That's
through 3
More
because
than most people
three
do,
is-
so good on you.
Dune's boring.
Yeah.
I read it out of spite because I was bored at work.
Not wrong. Here, have some fresh ginger.
Not all of it was boring. Some of it was pretty good. But it
Yeah.
was just like, I'm really bored now. I'm going to put this book down. Wow, I'm actually more bored at work. I am going to read this book because I'm angry about how bored I am at work. I don't think I'd ever get through that book otherwise. All just so I could make some stupid spice jokes.
Cotton Ginny scholarship.
Yeah, that was Cotton Ginny.
Okay, that's almost enough ginger.
That's the extent of their educational program. Was making you so bored that you would literally read anything else just so you could escape the boring ones.
Thanks, Cotton Jenny. All right, let's give that a little stir. Thank you, Heather. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
We have a ladle, right?
We might have some large spoons.
Great.
We have coffee mugs.
We have coffee mugs. We can serve with coffee mugs.
We can-
Folks, this game,
Bill.
let's build. I'm gonna eat some of this ginger. This was, there's a lot of equipment that I needed for this that I didn't realize.
We might have a serving spoon of some kind.
That'll probably do. I think we can probably go up a bit. Yeah, I think we can just let it simmer now for a bit until it looks like it's thick enough and until the rice is ready.
Folks, let me tell you about the game of cooking, the game of life. You should really check your checklist.
Yeah.
They don't write some of these things down in the recipe because they assume you might figure out that you need to take stuff out of the pot
Yes.
on your own.
You might, think, hey, I have enough pots. Oh, maybe I should bring the good pots with me.
Have you just moved out of your house and living on your own? Buy a can opener, buy some spoons, get some dishes. You're gonna need those.
Yep, all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Vital to a functioning. Wow. Just wow.
I should have played Cooking Mama to prep.
Oh, good. Beatrice brought us bowls.
I mean, they're like
I'll
a
be
spoon.
right back. Don't do anything.
Bowls
I
are
won't-
like the spoon of dishes.
I won't do anything.
Wait.
He's gone into the prop room.
Okay, I think he's gonna find us. We do have a ladle. It's where we. It's how
Can we
we.
wash that ladle first?
It's how we know that where our SD cards are.
That is not the sound of a ladle. That is the sound of a car horn.
Honk honk. Hoop.
My goodness.
I'm gonna eat this apple before it goes too
You
brown.
know, we had that one year at Desert Bus where someone had made that Cooking Mama apron. That was really
That
cool.
was a very nice apron. Beach, would you like a quarter of an apple?
He agreed.
Good.
I did hear him. He did agree, but
that wasn't
I,
just subsonic chatting.
I could just make up some words for him.
My only God of Cookery fan is in the other room.
I've seen God of Cookery. I just don't remember or care.
As I said, God of Cookery fan.
Corey has made a face at you that suggests otherwise. Oh,
Lotus Position mentions we need to do a binging with Babish TTSF crossover episode. That's the thing about binging with Babish, is that his style is great for cutting out all the mistakes you might make through editing. Here you get to see the whole nasty process. That does look like it's
I mean, if we did this as an edited show, we'd probably do it in a real kitchen.
Probably. Where am I looking at?
Probably your kitchen. I think you've got one of the bigger ones amongst us.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Definitely not in our kitchen at home. I can barely make food in my kitchen at home.
You've got a galley kitchen, right?
Yes.
Mm.
You know what my counter space size for prepping any food is?
Hmm?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's all of it.
So this is slightly larger than what you're used to right here.
Did we
Oh, let me
have
trade
to
you.
keep
He did
the-
not wash that. He did not wash it.
You didn't wash this?
I washed it. I dried it too.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we have to...
I believe him because there's a bit of lint stuck to the towel, or lint stuck to the edge of the spoon that came off the towel.
Yes, but did you have to keep the SD card on it?
Yes. Otherwise, we'll lose it.
This isn't a real SD card that we use for anything. I want to point that out.
Mm-hmm.
No,
We
it's
punched a
micro
hole
SD
in it.
card adapter.
Yes.
We should let people know who aren't in on the joke already. This was a prop from an episode of Commodore Hustle, which had just been posted by Wandering Nomad. Thank you.
That was a good episode, too. I did like Cam taking over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
I beat him with that fucking thing like 18 times.
Yeah, the LT for this was great.
Mm-hmm.
I think we cheered when we finally got the right take. And you got more scared about hitting him every time, which made it harder to make happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times. Bad moon base.
It served us well at the time.
Like, I can't love 3 anymore. 4 and 5 have been much better.
All right. Now we play the.
You found some chicken?
I think, or maybe that's ginger, or possibly apple. I'm confused.
Working on those dos.
Yeah.
Trace.
Put it back in, pretend
Yep.
we didn't see it.
From scratch, people. From scratch. I'm glad Corey's entertained.
I'm just waiting for the delay.
Kitsune Studios has asked, Dear Dr. Ian, which kitchen implement, pot device, etc. has become surprisingly indispensable to you? Pressure cooker. I didn't know that,
Pressure cookers were things?
yeah,
Or that you could cook so many things in a pressure cooker.
that you could use a pressure cooker to make things so very, easily. Like soups and stews. Basically anything that you use a slow cooker for, a pressure cooker is better. I've said that many times on this show. Yeah, the Instapot is a great example of a pressure cooker, but it's not the only pressure cooker. So I'm beginning to wonder as well. Actually, there were some people saying that
That was
Yeah,
probably cartilage.
Meow Meow Kapow and Dang Skellington mentioning that the roux might not have set up properly, and I'm beginning to think you may be
See, this is
correct.
the problem Beej and I have had,
Mm-hmm.
where the roux doesn't thicken it.
That it just becomes a soup.
Yeah, I mean, it never tastes bad. It's always fine.
Mhm.
It's not doing the thing that...
It's not setting up the way it's supposed to. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go check the rice, see where it's at,
Okay,
and then
I'm gonna watch this chat.
we'll just let it simmer for now.
It's just not curry, it's just soup. It's good soup. I mean, it's probably good soup, except for that chicken cartilage. If you boil it enough, it will thicken. So that, like, if you make it, they will come. If you boil it, it will thicken. Hi, Chew Lump. I can see you. Do, 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 do. He grabbed the cornstarch. He went to check the rice. I mean, this will probably still taste pretty good, regardless. No, under toast, Ian did put flour in the roux, I promise you. Or at least a thing that looked like flour out of a container of sour cream, so... Corey, can you verify that you guys put flour in sour cream containers?
I was not part of the setup for this.
Ah. Oop.
We do own those containers, and we do own flour. We own several types of flour.
I see. Mini Cheese saying not to brown the roux as much and add some liquid from the pot to thin the roux before adding to the larger pot. But we are a little late.
Yep, unfortunately, I think
We're
we're
too late.
too late for that particular tip. But good to know. That's yeah, I don't rule often. So. But
I also insinuated that you didn't put flour in because you had a mystery container that Corey couldn't verify.
could have been anything. Could have been anything.
Could have been sugar.
Yep, for all we know. Rice turned out great though.
Oh, good.
So who's ready to try some curry?
I do like
I
rice.
think we're. But, chorus? No, we were using 1 to 1. I think. Right.
It was 1 to 1 on the rice. Oh, on the flour and the.
Yeah.
Usually it's 1 to 1 on that, isn't it?
That's what I think.
Rice to water?
Flour to butter.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Let's see here. 1 pound water. No.
I mean-
Half cup water, half cup flour. Yep. That's what I poured. That's what we have. Let's do that. Ooh, actually, we'll leave that on because we still need to add some peas. Delicious frozen peas.
Monster.
You don't like peas?
No,
Ian?
you put them in.
No, if you
No,
don't.
no,
like them. Okay.
Just making fun of you. It's okay.
Good.
Country peas.
Full of country goodness and green penis. I mean, that does still look delicious.
Oh, it's still gonna taste good.
All right, let's just let those heat
I
up.
mean, if nothing else, you've made very fancy soup,
Curry soup.
and it will still taste good.
You can think with cornstarch and cold water at this stage if you have any. We do not. This is a film production office.
Ian brought in the exact amounts of things he needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the correct fix would be just to let it reduce, but I don't know if we're willing to sit around and wait that long.
It's okay. Soup and rice are tasty.
Yeah. Look at that. All right, let's
Yeah.
dish some people out.
I mean,
some-
you had some what looked like some really good short grain rice
This
when I was
is-
washing that.
This is specifically the koshi hikari, which I like to buy, which is made a specific grade of rice. I think this is specifically Niigata rice, which is from my hometown in Japan. So I'll dish out about a quarter of a dish or so. There we go. I'm using the spatula because I don't want to muck up the non-stick coating on the inside of my rice cooker. It served
Wow,
me.
those bowls hold heat.
Ooh.
Peach, you want this?
Sure.
Or do you want to give this to Corey?
Walk this over to you? Is it hot?
Yeah, do not take from bottom.
All right, I'm gonna leave a little there for the profit.
I'm not even gonna ask. Don't want to know. Do not ask. Here you go. It's not my problem.
Right here, water bottle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you want to serve yourself, or
Hi.
do you want this?
I would. I'll serve myself.
All right,
You serve yourself.
I will leave that to you.
I'm very excited about my curry soup.
Like, the nice thing about cooking is if you F up, it still tastes fine. It's baking.
Yeah, baking, you can ruin it. I think I did exactly the wrong thing with the roux in terms of just too high a heat. That thing that I said at the beginning not to do, I did. Okay.
I mean, the first time I tried to make a roux in a sauce, with the cheese sauce, it turned out really clumpy because I did not do things correctly. It's the kind of thing that takes practice and.
So this is very much a deeper flavor than what you'd normally get in a Glico curry. It's also very hot, so it's difficult to
eat?
yeah, and to give a good reading on just yet. But I think the spice mixture is definitely a good thing. But I think I'm going to need to try again with a better roux.
You want to know how we learned how to make a roux?
How did you learn?
From a DS cartridge. They had a cooking game that you could set up your DS and you could tell you're supposed to be able to give it voice commands. So it didn't work so well. To turn pages and whatnot. It was neat. It's along those games where I'm sure you've seen them in like EB Games. The personal trainer series
trainer
of like
stuff?
do not smoke and
Train your brain.
be healthy.
No, I can't make a joke about do not smoke. Game of the year, 2018.
Yeah, personal trainer cooking. It was neat.
Yeah, most call me Tim. Thank you. The drill ground spice worked.
I mean, I think this tastes pretty good.
Except when you drink. When you inhale a single grain of rice directly into your throat.
That's also a thing we should not do.
Yeah, I'm going to say that this was not a success, unfortunately. But not a complete failure either.
I have food in my mouth and I like it, so I'm gonna disagree.
So, success enough?
Success enough. Or as we say on another stream, good enough.
There we go. That's why I brought you on. All right.
You didn't bring me on to drill spices?
Turns out I was glad. I'm very glad I brought you on because this could have gone terribly if I tried to do it myself in this sitch. But I've got it's all a part of that problem of sitting down to cook. It's not easy to move around to different stations in my large kitchen. My God, I've got it good. Well, with my kitchen, it's apparently a very large kitchen.
I just said you had a larger kitchen than the most of us.
When we did the pad thai show, we rolled the drawers out and used them as our prep station so we could stand and chop it the entire time.
Did a pad thai show?
Yeah, we did the pad thai show when you guys were on the boat.
We did a pad thai show?
Yeah.
Loading Ready Live?
No, when we did TTSF when you guys were on the boat.
You did our show without us?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Kathleen and Cam. No, wait. Kathleen and you.
Thank you. I made pad thai. Kathleen made
Sorry. I forgot. I forgot you did cooking because I also did not watch that.
Shaka Khan.
I took that day off.
But we used we put the oven over on the ground, and then we just used that as our place to stand and chop.
That's a good idea.
It worked pretty good.
I should do that in the future. Shakashuka. Apparently.
Shakashiki? Rice pudding?
And rice pudding, yeah, she did rice pudding.
Rice pudding. Okay. Oh.
It was clean up the fridge night.
Ah.
Now I'm just going to watch the chat come up with different ways to spell this dish.
I think actually
amazingly
I
good.
also forgot one very key ingredient, and that was extra salt.
I like shalashaska.
You want some salt?
No.
We have salt.
No, I think it's. I also brought
No,
salt
I'm
with
good.
me.
And ginger.
Yes, that's what I'm going to add, though. It's a little bit of my good friend, the pickled ginger of the red variety. I'll use a fresh teaspoon for that. It's nice and gingery and not sweet, the way the other kind is.
Hey, Ian, why have you not made steamed hams on this show yet?
One day we'll make steamed hams.
But will you make them in the traditional passed down family recipe from upstate New York?
Oh, yes, but
Is that correct?
but not in the Utica style. It would be Albany. Okay. What am I tasting?
Did you find the bits? The stringy bits?
No. No, I'm just trying to see if there's any.
There's just so many ways to answer that question, Ian. So many of them.
Actually, I'm very curious to see how this happens second day. Because curry's always better the second day. Curry soup.
I'm pretty fond of when we do pork curry.
All right. Well, I think this is going to be, rather than watch us continue to finish eating these bowls of curry, Corey, can you fill us in on what's coming up next?
And she has to mute your mic first.
Just mute me.
Pretend he's fine.
What's coming up next? It's Tuesday. That means Wednesday.
I don't know if this pop-up will work.
Let's try it.
It didn't.
Okay.
Because I didn't launch things correctly.
Well,
the commercial panel, I believe, shows stuff, or I can read the schedule.
Let's just read us the schedule. Coming up on Wednesday is
Let me load the schedule.
9 o'clock.
A stream that James is fond of.
Yes. Just
If you watch Rhythm Cafe, you'll understand my jokes.
I'm not mic'd. You have to tell them.
I'm not telling them anything that you say, Beach. Go grab a mic or don't. You know the rules.
Coming up next is 9 o'clock, which is a game that James is fond of.
Followed
After that-
by Let's Nope, which is a game Alex is fond of.
Although James is fond of doing stuff to Alex during that.
And after that, at 6 p.m. is AFK.
Ooh, what are we playing on AFK?
I don't know.
Island something.
Spirit Island.
Yes. That's the 2017 sequel to the Neil Cicerega game Spirit Phone, which was.
You're still muted.
Wow.
Is it safe to unmute you?
Yes, it is safe to unmute me.
No.
Okay. Then on Thursday at 10 a.m. is Games of Chance.
Ooh. We don't know what they're playing yet, or do we?
No,
We do know what they're playing.
it's a free-to-play game that I don't recall the name of, but they did a video of it earlier this week.
Check the schedule at loadingreadyrun.com.
Then LRR MTG. And
Right.
after that, Talking Simulator.
Ooh, they're doing
At 6 p.m.
Night in the
Pacific.
Woods, I think. So.
Yes. Cam will be playing that, and Alex,
Alex will be there too.
I think.
And then on Friday at 9:30 a.m. is Now Kiss.
I can't remember what they're playing there.
I don't remember.
Is she still playing His Royal Gayness?
She did not end up playing that.
Secret boyfriend?
I think it might be Secret Boyfriend. There's a schedule on the internet.
Mhm.
We don't know it. We don't read it.
I think it's my secret boyfriend.
Then is the Crapshoot.
Ooh, where they'll be filming and then editing one of the. Well, they'll be filming 2 and then editing one
One.
of the crap shots.
One of the 2.
Then in the evening at 6 p.m. it's LRR MTG.
Where they'll be playing Magic. I think
Again.
it's
Paper variety.
paper
Friday is paper.
Popper Commander.
Thursday is digital.
Yeah, perfect.
I know they have some paper cards in the
Then on Saturday we have Adam's Games House.
At 10 a.m. I believe, or is it 11?
11?
11 a.m. Yes.
Adam will be there.
Adam will be there.
I hear he's fond of that stream.
Yeah. I certainly hope he is.
And at 6 is Loading Ready Live.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
Then on Sunday, Rhythm Cafe.
We're playing the polynomial
Yeah, polynomial something or other.
something of music.
We're
I
not-
didn't know the full
yeah.
title. You didn't give me the full title.
We're not resurrecting Chopin.
By the way, we
again.
need to make sure that that's downloaded or whatever.
Yes.
We should do that tonight.
Yeah. And then it's a new week, and new shows will happen.
We barely know what we're doing this week, so we shouldn't tell you about next week.
That said, Corey, I believe that we do have some people who subscribe today. Do you know who they are at the moment?
Yes.
Great.
I'm trying to look to see where the line is between whatever James was doing before
Ooh, these cards are
with
good.
PUBG and then when the crash happened and cleared the notifications. So I'm going to guess that we started with Canvas Wolf Doll, subscribing for 18 months in a row. Usually make Japanese curry with a brick, with honey and chocolate mixed in. Can't wait to learn a new method.
Thank you, Canvas Work. No.
Thank you for subscribing.
Viral Stitch, subscribed for 9 months in a row. More cooking, same amount of learning. Yum.
Oh no, we learned many new things.
We yes.
Earth and One cheered for with 51 bits. Thank you.
Thank you, Earth and One.
Laugio Drit, subscribed for 8 months in a row. Ooh, curry, appropriate timing. I'm thinking of trying to make a Thai coconut curry for my SO soon.
Ooh. Hope that
Matt
went
Mitchell,
well.
45, subscribed for 51 months in a row. So many burners and a food I've been afraid to make. This is worth waiting 51 plus months for.
I hope it didn't scare you off.
Splash from Mirrodin cheered with 50 bits. Food TTSF. Parade of Horribles, just subscribed. Welcome to the channel. The Angels Weep subscribed for 26 months in a row. Thank you. Type 1 Diabetic cheered with 200 bits.
Hey, thank you, Type 1 Diabetic.
Captain Hat subscribed for 54 months in a row.
Thank you, Captain Hat.
Cyclops Boy subscribed for 35 months in a row. Think it was 35 months last month, and I'm in a time loop. Variable subscribed for 50 months in a row. The OGs, subscribed for 2 months in a row.
Welcome to the OGs. That second month sub.
Cam is my spirit animal, subscribed for 5 months in a row. 5 months, almost graduated from university, and I just paid off all my student loans. Time for celebration.
Hey, congratulations. More race?
Oh, sure.
Going Medium, subscribed for 18 months in a row.
For yourself.
Pyrofire Delta, just subscribed.
Thank you so much, Pyrofire Delta.
Fox Dilemma, just subscribed.
Thank you, Fox Dilemma. Welcome to the channel.
AJ Durai, subscribed for 12 months in a row.
Thank
Heather, the 6th Spice Girl, Drill Spice.
Cool.
Drill Spice, I think, is.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking over all kinds of things.
Yep.
Mr. Fuzzy, subscribed for 6 months in a row. Hi.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
And hi.
Billy Two Shoes, just subscribed.
Thank you, Billy Two Shoes.
Adam, YMHMI, subscribed for 8 months in a row. Now
Okay.
to bring one we prepared earlier.
Thank you so much, Adam Whammy. I think. I'm guessing.
Granite Fish, subscribed for 36 months in a row.
Thank you so much, Grand Fish.
Mr. J. Witt, subscribed for 9 months in a row. Yay, I always love cooking streams. And on my sub baby, this is great.
Thank you so much.
Kate subscribed for 2 months in a row, thanks to Cum Blizzard.
Thank you, Kate, and thank you, Seminole Snowstorm.
Rock Pressure cheered with 100 bits. Good enough, it's what's for dinner.
Hey!
And Meow Meow Kapow, so just subscribe. Thanks to Team Squeet.
Thank you so much, Meow Meow Kapow and Team Squeet, for that subscription.
Hitting up that storm count to 69.
Yeah, oh, nice. And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today on Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry. This ends the broadcast day here at Loading Ready Run. If you'd like to find out more about Loading Ready Run, check out loadingreadyrun.com for all the great shows, both pre-recorded and streamed in nature. You can find our schedule there. Heather, where can people find you if they don't want to see you here? Where can people find you at other times?
You can find me on Twitter at LunarJade or on twitch.tv/LunarJade, where I am currently forever stuck in Tokyo Mirage sessions because JRPGs are long.
Sounds real good. And you can catch me out on iHorner at Twitter. Wait. On Twitter at iHorner. And at Tilty House on Twitch. We'll be tomorrow evening starting a playthrough of Yakuza 0 with our good friend Jacob Burgess, who is a voice actor on a game that you may know of, and many games, he's many games, but we'll be going through Yakuza 0, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, as I said, this ends tonight's broadcast day here at Loading Ready Run. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Ever forward.
Not ever learning.
No, not once.
Not even that time.